Hello, I am Pastor Roland Idobo. You're welcome to this YouTube channel. If this is your first time of seeing us, I want you to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that anytime we post any video, you'll be notified. Because indeed, this channel, takes care of controversies, biblical controversies, and you won't like to miss any one of them. You are welcome. Today, we want to tackle a very controversial topic that people have made so much fuss about. Where did Cain get a wife? Of course, we know the story. God created Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve gave birth to just two children, Cain and Abel. Cain killed Abel and escaped to the land of Nod. After a while, we are told that Cain got himself a wife and raised a family. Where did he get the wife? Whenever we go out for evangelism, some very mischievous unbelievers sometimes pop this question up and it just puts us off balance. But today, we're going to share from the scriptures what the Bible really says about these things. Because if you want to know the truth is there if you are ready to pay the price. Just do some little research and God, who is light, will unveil it to you. If we go to the book of Genesis chapter 6, from verse 4, God gives us a clue as to the condition of the earth at that time. In verse 4 of Genesis 6, the Bible says, in those days, and for some time after, giants, Nephilites lived on the earth. For whenever the sons of God had intercourse with women, they gave birth to children who became the heroes and famous warriors of ancient times. In those days and for some time, giants, Nephilites, lived on the earth. So it wasn't just humans who lived on the earth. These Nephilites, more or less, were products of marriages between the sons of men, or between humans and fallen angels. For if you go to verse 1 of chapter 6, verse 1 opens with, when the people began to multiply on the earth and daughters were born to them. Verse 2 says, the sons of God. Now that word is generic. The sons of God is just referring to celestial beings. They saw the beautiful women and took any they wanted as their wives. They gave birth to children, and these children were the giants, the legends of old that are still talked about in myths. So, Cain ran to the city of Nod. There was already a city in existence, and entities were living there. Mind you, these entities, the Bible reveals to us, had the capacity to procreate. They could procreate. They could reproduce. They got married to the daughters of men, slept with them, and had children. So it is not strange for us to deduce from what we just read that Cain went into Nod and also found a woman that he married. Mind you, I think I made a video on this some time ago. The true reason why God had to wipe the earth of creatures. And the Bible said, I found grace. Noah found grace in the sight of the Lord. It was only Noah and his family that survived, in Noah's ark. The reason God had to totally wipe out creation was that the human race was infiltrated by demons. The Bible says that the wickedness of man after this infiltration became incredible. The thought of their heart was purely evil, and that was against God's agenda. So he had to totally wipe these creatures off the earth, the face of the earth. So you can understand that Cain wasn't just the only man apart from his parents, or the only entity apart from his parents living on the earth. They were entities that could procreate. And I believe that Cain, fell in love with one of those women or one of those entities, and they got married. Mind you, there are people who would say, well, spiritual entities, there are no females, in spiritual entities. We only hear of male demons. That is not true. The queen of the coast, is a female entity, and she's a spiritual entity also. We also hear, as we read through the Bible, God talked about the Queen of Heaven. Queen of Heaven is a spiritual entity too. So that is it. You have it. Cain got married, found a wife in Nod. People were already, entities were already living there who had the capacity to procreate. They gave birth to children. And these were part of the people, children that were wiped out during the days of Noah. May God bless you. Would, see you some other time. Ciao.